Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my Skylines series, Fangchenggang region. Today we are in part 28 and we are finally filling in some more gaps. And today we are filling in the gap between the fish market and the temple that we built in the last episode. Just because this kind of very small gap was very annoying to me that I wasn't having something there, and it is just kind of to complete in the picture of this area. And what I thought at first that I wanted to fill it in were just some commercial buildings, and this was also what I was building there, but I also built a transport hub, and it is just basically for two bus lines to connect there to each other. And the reason for this is that this would be one of the tourist attractions in our city. It is very close to the temple, which would be a very big one, which already also is a very big one. We have a lot of people going there. And also it is very close to the fish market. This means for me that there would be a lot of people going there and just kind of to enjoy their stay there or just take a look at it. And for this one I thought I would just be doing something kind of in custom build, and I've enjoyed it quite a lot. And for the realistic purpose of our city, you may also have noticed that we don't have that much markings, so I will be doing markings. Sadly, the intersection marking tool isn't working for me, so I will have to find another alternative to this, but for now it should be enough. And I will also be making some more markings. I will be using some colors and just also make some general crossing stuff. So this will be a special episode just because I have to take a look at how they are making it in Japan and areas like this, so just kind of to get it realistic there. So at first I've wanted 4 different kind of areas for the bus, but this was way too big for this area and I couldn't fit in the kind of roofs on top of this so that you're protected from the rain and from kind of moisture in particular. Just kind of when you're waiting there you don't have to get wet all the time. But then I got the idea for this building here. I was just thinking, okay, so it's very small, but what would be if I would PO 2 of them and just drag them over there? And this worked out quite well, and it is making kind of a possibility for kind of a terminal. And this is looking quite well. I'm very happy of the result of this, so I should have already built this way further down the line, but I was just thinking, okay, I don't know that much about transit hubs, but it worked out quite fine in the end, I would say. I've just took some pictures of Google Maps and Google Earth, and then just kind of used them as a reference picture for myself. And yeah, so this is quite a modern looking one, and it is also having quite a custom pavement and stuff like this, so I've put quite a lot of work and effort in this small area, but this is just the things that I also enjoy doing. And this is just kind of the things that I also like about this game, that we have the possibility to make huge cities just with a lot of population in them, but also at the same time detail them in a very good way. What you can see me doing there is I'm finally building I'm finally building a very small transit network, I would say. We're building the first bus routes, and they're just in the kind of harbor area right now, and they will be extending through all the kind of districts that we already got going there. But I will just have to kind of think about this where I want to have them, and for now they're just in this area, and there is a second one. And the second one is just going down the main road to our older city areas that we've built way back in, I think 4 or 5 months actually ago. So the series is getting quite big, I would say, but I'm very happy about this. I'm still having a lot of fun, and I'm extremely enjoying building in the city. And I will definitely be keeping building in the city for quite some time from now on, so you can definitely be awaiting a lot of more videos of this city and this series. Also, I'm just kind of taking a lot of inspiration just from Google Maps and also some other YouTubers. But mostly I'm using Google Earth. The reason for this is that I want to have my own kind of style of building, and this works out quite well for me. And just one thing that I love doing is just kind of these small commercial blocks that I did there. And the reason for this is that they're looking quite well, and that you can detail them very easily, and they're also looking very good. So yes, it actually was quite hard for me to detail this thing, because it was the first time that I did a big transit hub, not a big transit hub, just a detailed transit hub. And I was kind of having my struggles with it, but it worked out in the end, and I want to do this more often, so there will be definitely quite some things spent in areas like this, and this is just something that I enjoy doing, that I'm enjoying doing in my cities, and that I want to do more often. So here you can see the details. They are from boats. He's quite a good... I actually like his kind of style of this asset, so I thought about, yeah, we'll be adding it in there. And yeah, I've just enjoyed using it there. And gladly there are a lot of decals already in the workshop, and I just kind of like using from different creators so that we can support different ones, and this is just a cool thing that we could do, I think. What I'm doing right here is making kind of an... how should I say this? I'm kind of making my own borders for the transit hub, because I'm going on top of the street, and for this one I also had to move them around a bit later on, but the look of it was incredible, so I just love the whole thing, how it turned out. And we might be doing some more areas like this, so I'm thinking about an area in the downtown with a big plaza, but I just have to take a look at Google Maps and Google Earth, just kind of to get the vibe of this ride and the look of it and the feeling of it. And also for the Japanese feeling, I'm just adding in some vending machines. They're just something kind of a classical thing there, and I just thought, yeah, this would be looking great, and I would just love to give it this kind of little vibe to it. And this was quite fun to place them. It was actually not that extremely easy that I thought it would be, but it worked out in the end, so yeah, it wasn't that much of a struggle, but it's just kind of that I wanted to use a variety of them, and it is just basically blowing them down, but the different choices of them is quite huge, and I just have to assume what they are giving, if they're giving a few food or drinks or something else, because there's actually basically a lot of different vending machines for different things in Japan, and this was just a thing that I wanted to add in there. Here I'm just configuring the bidding once again, just to make also a small back pathway area when you want to go to your car. And this is also one of the kind of main things I wanted for this area, because it's very close to 2 train stations, and it's very close to a parking lot and 2 tourist attractions. So this would be a quite populated area later on. It is already quite populated, we have to say, but it will be even more populated later on. And here I'm just adding advertisement, because advertisement is everywhere already in our world, and for this thoughts I would just kind of say, yep, I want also have to kind of realistic feeling for this area here. And another thing that I might want to add into our city soon is something kind of the kind of economical questions for the kind of area. So I would want to make a very detailed forest, and it's kind of a story behind it that is an agricultural center, and that they are just experimenting with plants there, and just kind of to get the economics of a city better and to give something back to the nature, I would say. And this is just something that I just want to do and that I think could be looking good, and this is just something where right now looking at Google Maps a lot once again. So I'm taking a lot of references from there. Here you can see me adding in the second line. It is going right into the city center already, but it is just touching it. So it's basically just a connection thing for later on, but I just wanted to set it up already that we already have first people using it, and just kind of so that we can also see some buses going around the city. And here I'm also have done some things off camera, so I've detailed some of the areas of the train already. It's just kind of some forest and some grass and some bushes. So this should be kind of also kind of a noise barrier from the train, because it would be extremely loud. It is also extremely loud in Japan. So I thought about, yeah, I want to kind of make this a bit better than it is in real life. And what you can see me doing there is just adding in the pedestrian crossings. And I've just POed them so that I can get it beneath the walkway, because if not they would be clipping over it and this isn't looking good. So I was just like, okay, I kind of have to work around this thing. And yes. So this is basically what we are doing in this episode, and just want to say thank you for watching at this point. I will right now leave you alone with the rest of this video. Hopefully you're enjoying what I'm doing, and if you're new to my channel and you're enjoying what I'm doing, I'd appreciate if you'd subscribe to me. And also if you're already long out there on my channel, let me know in the comments down below, and if you have an idea what I should do in my city or what it would be realistic for it, please Write also down in the comments down below. I'm answering nearly every single comment. And it is just kind of great for me to hear that feedback from you guys and just kind of to make the series better. And yeah, so this is it from my side. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the video and have a great day. Bye!